left-wing Kingz. Listen, think, act, repeat.
Donald Trump picked Tulsi Gabbard to serve as the Director of National Intelligence. Gabbard has absolutely no experience in the intelligence community and has spoken positively about foreign adversaries. Ace, what are some of your concerns about this pick?
Let me start off like this, man. It's just scary to see Trump just fucking putting together the Legion of Doom right in front of our fucking faces like that, man. This is just some diabolical shit.
Definitely.
But Tulsi Gabbard, first, what is a director of national intelligence, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a cabinet position to where they oversee all the intelligence agencies, the 18 agencies that we have available. That's scary. I don't know if you know anything about Tulsi Gabbard, but she pretty much is in bed with Russia. She kind of blames Ukraine on America and NATO. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
She backs Putin. So we're actually saying we're going to put the number one adversary, or somebody who just really backs Russia and Syria, in charge of all of our national secrets, pretty much, because that's what intelligence is, pretty much.
Don't seem like a good idea to me.
Like, I mean, you know, we thought he was fucking Putin before. It's like, what the fuck? Like, the one person that you probably don't want to have having all the secrets to what we're going to do.
Exactly.
That's who you're putting in charge.
All the secrets. Like you said, she's over all intelligence agents.
You know, it's funny how we forget this time last year, we was worried and concerned about what this dude did when he was in Mar-a-Lago giving away secrets. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So
top secret documents, just sharing them with motherfuckers.
Just, you know, having them in the restroom where you can just read them when you're in there taking a shit. Yeah, now you put this lady in charge. So I mean, it's nuts, man. I just don't get it at all. I don't understand this one at all. I mean, this is the person that every morning hands the national intelligence or the intelligence briefing in the morning, which he don't fucking read probably anyway. But
that's what I was going to point that out when you said that those documents were in the bathroom and he was reading. Like, that probably wasn't happening.
Yeah. So, like I said, once again, it's scary. I know people probably turned off the news because the election's over and they're not worrying about it and they're not paying attention. But this is where the stuff gets scary when you ain't paying attention, you ain't looking. Things like this happen. The people that are being appointed that you're not electing are the ones that are going to be doing the most damage to you.
Absolutely. I agree wholeheartedly. First of all, Tulsi Gabbard and the head of intelligence, it's like an oxymoron because she absolutely parrots the Russian propaganda.
Yeah.
And so that is in and of itself, it's a problem. And many in the foreign intelligence apparatus have already said that they're simply not going to share information with America.
Yeah.
Just because it would jeopardize any of their assets as well as any efforts that they have to protect and defend their democracies.
Let me touch on that for a second, man, because not only does that fucks us up, because a lot of the times we don't find out about shit on our own. We find out from other countries that we're going to be attacked or that something is happening out there. So if other countries cut us off because they don't want to share intelligence with us, we're pretty much fucked.
I mean, Russia's the enemy. I think people don't understand that. Like,
not to
Russia,
they are historically have been our enemy for nearly 75 years.
Yeah, I mean, like, when it comes to enemies, Russia's kind of like up there in enemies. Like their whole way of life, everything that they do and what we do just don't mix and go together. You know what I'm saying? We've kind of, we've been having arms races. I mean, it's a lot of shit that happen. So like, they ain't nobody to play with. Like, we don't do things in their favor. You know what I'm saying?
No.
And so we're putting one person, their head fucking cheerleader in charge of all our goddamn national intelligence. I mean, that ain't happening by no accident. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Well, you got to remember when Trump was in office before, he had a grand idea after meeting with Putin, that they would collectively create some sort of organization or entity that was going to look at cyber intelligence and cyber warfare. And it's like, what, you're sitting right next to the guy that is heading up the whole operation over there. So you want us to give him our playbook?
Yeah,
because he's not going to give us his.
Nah, that ain't gonna happen at all, man. So I mean, my biggest fear of this administration, I tell a lot of people, we look at it domestically. It's always been the fear of foreign policy and how we look in the world stage. That's always been my biggest fear. You know what I'm saying? And I think this just fucking puts everything in perspective. Like, this is crazy. You know what I'm saying?
If we look, we could say we could survive 4 years of Donald Trump.
Yeah.
It's the things that are going to happen that go long beyond his presidency, that are going to impact us or our children.
Yeah.
This dude is pushing 80. He got far more years behind him than he got ahead of him. And I tell you, the Grim Reaper, he keep missing.
Looking right over that fool's shoulder.
He keep missing, dude, but he's standing around the corner. He got his eyes on him.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, but one thing that scares me, man, about all of this is like you said, there's far-reaching impacts. It's going to happen after the fact. Like what's happening downstream from this, and one of those things is, the impact that it's going to have on our military from the choice that they made for that with Pete Hegseth. So I want to talk a little bit about that with you guys, because that was a bad pick too.